See you in Valhalla, brother.
Sean, thanks so much for having me. And because President Trump and the Attorney General have prioritized resources to this all-important investigation, we're dedicating every asset we have to run the reverse daisy chain analysis.
That's a jump scare.
Of anyone that was in contact with a suspect that's currently in custody and anyone he contacted, called, and text messaged and had chats on.
Yeah, he always looks like a deer in the headlights, right?
Online social media platforms with. That's the power of the FBI. That's the resources we brought in immediately with our cell phone analytic team to use the cell phone tower data dump system to geolocate specifically where this cell phone was and who had it, and after that, who he was talking to. And Sean, let me tell you a little bit about the information we've collected. We've collected information where, through witness interviews from the FBI and local law enforcement, that he essentially admitted after the shooting and assassination of Charlie Kirk, the suspect admitted to it. Furthermore, the evidence and information will come out. I won't stylize the evidence. The Attorney General is absolutely right. We can't do that. But I will say what was found in terms of information, a text message exchange where the suspect specifically stated that he had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and he was going to do that. And when he was asked why, he said some hatred cannot be negotiated with.
Yeah, you're also running an investigation.
Thank you for those planted text messages.
On what's called the Discord chat room, which has scores of people on it. And
guys, don't worry. The guys in charge say they've got it handled.
And text between the suspect and the partner. I assume that those discussions are ongoing?
Absolutely. In order to properly adjudicate this matter and let law enforcement hand off information into evidence for a court of law for prosecution, we have to go out and get search warrants. We have to go out and get search warrants of the identifiers that were then built off of the prior search warrants. And we are doing...
I heard that in my hometown of New Orleans, at the Saints game, I think yesterday, because today's Monday, at the Saints game, they tried to have a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. Wait, let's see if we can find this. It's gotta be somewhere. Saints game moment of silence, Charlie Kirk. Let's see if there's a video of it. NFL team honors Charlie Kirk with moments of silence. That looks like Dallas, though. The Jets honored Charlie Kirk before today's game.
There is one moment that you may have not seen on TV that is getting a lot of attention right now. Before kickoff today, the team held a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk, the conservative activist shot and killed in a politically motivated attack last week. Kirk's photo appeared on the Jumbotron at AT&T Stadium.
This is great news.
Had similar tributes, a decision the league says was left up to individual teams this weekend.
Beautiful.
In a statement this evening, the White House also recognized specific teams.
Well, at the Saints game, though, they booed, so there was no moment of silence. I thought that was kind of...
that, and we are going
I can't find it.
To be interviewing scores of people on not just these chats on Discord, but any
no moment of silence for the 680,000 perished in the Gaza Strip.
Communications that this individual have. We've seized multiple electronic
Cash is 5'3". I didn't know he was that tall. Taller than I thought he was.
Devices from the home of the suspect and his romantic partner. We've got computers, we've got laptops, we've got gaming systems, we've got cell phones. All of that is being triaged by the FBI because that...
He acts like he's like at a pawn shop. He's like, we've got video games, we've got televisions, we've got cell phones.
That's what we do. And the resources that the Attorney General has dedicated to this mission is allowing us to move at the speed we have. As you said, 33 hours.
I mean, you're asking a city that is 60% black to have a moment of silence in honor of a supremacist?
33 hours, Sean, this individual is apprehended. And on the night...
Let me ask you. Because 33 hours, and I did mention Luigi Mangione, and I did mention the Sarnoff brothers and the Boston bombing, and I did talk about the Centennial Park bomber Eric Rudolph and Ted Kaczynski. 33 hours, 2 hours after the video footage was enhanced and released, the suspect's father turned him in, and you got criticized for doing that, and
Oh, look, he's like... Yeah. Oh man, the drip is just insane.
I'm criticized for going out to the crime scene, and I'm having
Says Crack Patel. Excuse me, Cash Patel.
Hard time understanding what people's expectations are.
Sean, my expectation is deliver to the mission and the resources the men and women the FBI need and to produce. And that's what we did here. When you're talking about things like going out to a crime scene, that's how you investigate that matter properly. And when you're talking about why did it take 33 hours? Well, I made the operational decision to immediately release enhanced videos and photographs of the suspect because
now they're claiming that the FBI enhanced the videos. And that's what really did it, okay, guys? It wasn't because they just, share the image of the guy and see if his family can ID him. I mean, but no, they sat on it for hours, for a day, and didn't release it until they realized that the facial recognition software was not IDing this guy, and they needed to release the images to the public. Now they're trying to say, oh, we did a bang up job. It's because we enhanced those photos. That's how the family was able to ID Perp.
The operational call that I made for the FBI said, we are about to smoke this guy out, and his family and friends and his internal network.
What the smoke this guy out? That's weird.
Is going to assist it. And this is the operation I want to highlight in terms
completely professional
of transparency. The FBI is traditionally an organization that has not been transparent. My mission to the American public, as I said in my confirmation here.
The Young Turks are claiming that Kash Patel is about to be fired over this Charlie Kirk investigation. Is that why they scheduled this interview, so that he could plead his case to the American people?
I am going to work with you to make this organization as transparent as possible, including during investigations, so that we restore trust in the FBI and the integrity of the FBI that was jettisoned away by the fools that weaponized it. And when I said that, I meant it, and you saw it in action, and no one should be criticizing anyone but me if they got a problem with it. The men and women of the FBI handled this brilliantly. And as you said, Boston and the Luigi Mangione case happened in downtown metropolises with thousands of people around, and it still took them 5 days. So if you got a criticism, make a fair criticism and bring it to my feet. And I promise you the men and women of the FBI will respond.
I ain't bringing nothing to your feet.
Like we did in this manhunt for Charlie Kirk's assassin.
To the extent you can talk about the possibility of a wider plot or other people's involvement in this, that would be a chilling scenario to me. John Solomon, who I'm pretty sure you know, had a piece out there about a radicalized group close to the area, up in the mountains. They seem to be very radical with the same agenda. Does that concern you, what you're seeing?
All of it concerns me, Sean, but I can't divulge every investigative step we're taking because I don't know. I don't want to disclose.
It seems like a red herring. What is Sean Hannity trying to concoct up here?
Who we're going after and why we're going after them. Obviously, it's been leaked about this Discord chat, so we're going to discuss it a little bit. But what the FBI does is identify, catalog, and bring in experts. That's what we were doing. Round the clock, flying in people, evidence response teams, hostage rescue teams, special operators on our FBI planes, and transporting evidence back in real time from the crime scene in the West Coast to our labs in Quantico to address the situation of forensics immediately. And you highlighted the screwdriver that was found on top of the roof and the towel in which the firearm was found, the ravine that I walked myself along with the rooftop. I said, we cannot waste a second on this DNA analysis. And we were announced today on Fox that the DNA was a positive match for the suspect in question. That's hard forensics at work. That's your FBI moving at rocket.
What DNA evidence do you have? Did he mention
top
that?
Of the roof and the towel in which the firearm was found, the ravine that I walked myself along with the rooftop. I said, we cannot waste a second on this DNA analysis. And we were announced today on Fox that the DNA was a positive match for the suspect in question. That's hard forensics at work. That's your FBI moving.
I mean, for the towel that was used, did y'all catch that?
Screwdriver that was found on top of the roof. And the in Quantico to address the situation of forensics immediately, and you highlighted the screwdriver that was found on top of the roof and the towel in which the firearm was found, the ravine that I walked myself along with the rooftop. I said, we cannot waste a second on this DNA analysis. And we were announced today on Fox that the DNA was a positive match for the suspect in question. That's hard forensics.
So is he claiming that there was DNA on the towel that was draping? Apparently there was a towel that draped over the firearm, and there was, I didn't know that the screwdriver was found on top of the roof. Why would the dude leave the screwdriver on top of the roof? The fiddler on the roof. Yeah, why would you? I mean, if that's real.
At work, that's your FBI moving at rocket speed to deliver transparency and information about an ongoing investigation, and we felt it appropriate for the American public to know this.
Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to the page to help it grow. And if you'd like to support my work, join my Patreon for exclusive content.